bunnies, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I hope you're all doing wonderful. Thank you so much for returning back to my channel. I am super excited about this what I can call it now a series, right? I'm so scared of that word because I'm not really consistent with my videos. And that's not because I don't want to be. It's just that I have a full-time job. I'm pretty busy doing other things that kind of occupy my time, and I love doing videos, but as you all know, it's kind of hard when you work full-time and you know you have your other life besides YouTube that you have to also take care of. But I want to be consistent. I'm trying my best to be consistent. I think I'm doing very good. My goal is to do a video for you guys every day, post at least 1 or 2 videos every day, and my other goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers. So I hope that you guys are going to help me with that, because together we can do anything, babies. Yes, we can. Okay, now what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be making these lovely, beautiful, gorgeous little signs that I created here using a note card and also a gift bag. I know. So I thought these would be really fun to create. I wanted to create something like this so I can hang it where I craft. Right behind me I have this wall full of like beautiful stuff that I love to look at, and I wanted to create some little, I don't know, like a little sign or something that I that I like to look at. So I found this note card. I thought it was beautiful. My recommendation is find something that you love, something that you inspire you. Even like if you look at it and you're like, oh my god, I love it, that's what you want to hang up near you. You don't want to hang up something that doesn't give you any inspiration or doesn't give you any joy, or you don't enjoy looking at, because then what's the purpose of making something like that, right? You want to make something that makes you happy. When I look at this note card and I see this beautiful image, it makes my heart so happy. It's just so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. And so I want you guys to think about that and keep that in mind, okay? So we are going to create another one like this, okay, using these note cards. That's basically what we're going to do. It's very simple, very simple. I'm going to stop talking right now and I'm going to get to work. So basically, cut yourself a template. Get like a can of I don't know, a vegetable can or something that's circle. And what you want to do is you want to basically cut a circle around your image, okay? You don't have to use a circle. You can use a square. You can use a heart, whatever you want. Whatever shape you want, you use. I prefer a circle, but you don't have to, okay? Once you have that template cut out, like I did here, okay? I cut out my little image. Use this template to cut out 2 pieces of cardboard. Now, I didn't have any cardboard like handy, so what I did was I just basically took one of these like what is it, the postal service box, and I basically just traced a circle and cut out 2. You need 2 circles for this project, okay? Another thing, your circle should be a little bit smaller than your image. Why? Because when you add your circle in your image, you don't want your cardboard to stick out, okay? Keep that in mind as well. It's not really going to make a difference because we're going to be layering this beautiful, gorgeous piece right here, but to make everything easy and smooth, just make sure that your circle is just a bit smaller than your image. That's it, okay? Basically, we're going to put this baby together, okay? What you need to do is you're going to find yourself some kind of doily. The Dollar Tree sells doilies. I prefer to use my favorite doily in the world, which is this canvas doily that I got at Michael's. You guys know I have a whole bunch of these. I like stacked up on them when Michael's was having a sale on these. And so I'm going to use this doily to create my beautiful wall art. But you can use any doily that you have, okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to add the doily and we're going to add our image in front of a doily, okay? That's basically what we're going to do. I have here my hot glue that is ready for me. So I'm going to use my hot glue. and I'm going to basically add my image onto my doily. Okay, if you're using paper doily, my recommendation is do not use hot glue. Use like, I don't know, wet glue or something. This doily is canvas fabric, so it's not gonna be like a huge, you know, issue. But look how pretty that looks already, right? I'm gonna kind of like reinforce it a little bit and add a little bit more hot glue in the back, just to make sure that, you know, it's glued down properly. So now you have my image. As you can see here, it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love this. This is so beautiful. Okay, now we're going to go and we're going to work with our cardboard, okay? You need some kind of lace. I have here this pink lace, which is the same one that I use for this particular one. Doesn't matter. Any lace that you have at home is fine, okay? Don't go crazy going out buying stuff. Go into your craft room. I'm sure you have lace. I'm sure you have ribbon. I'm sure you have fabric. Work with what you have, okay? So we're going to basically add the lace in the edges of our circle, okay? That's basically all we're going to do. So here I'm going to add my lace in the edge of my circle, okay? And as you add your lace, a tip is to keep your lace from looking like ruffled up. When you layer it, when you add your hot glue, okay, just kind of like scrunch it a little bit. See, just scrunch it a little bit. Don't glue it directly onto the paper, onto the cardboard, because you're not gonna get that ruffle effect. But if you, for example, like I did here, add a little bit of glue, and then you just ruffle it a little bit like this. See, that kind of gives you that ruffle effect, and it's not gonna look so like glued down to the cardboard, okay, if you know what I mean. And work in parts. Don't work in, you know, work little by little. There's no rush, okay? See, that keeps that ruffle effect going, and it looks really, really feminine and so shabby, so beautiful. I just love this project. Very good. So just go around your cardboard until it's completely covered. Okay. Okay, perfect. And you should get something like this. You see that already, how beautiful that looks? Okay, beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is, the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to, well, this is gonna go in front of our little ruffles that we just created, okay? But you need something to hang your sign, right? Because your sign is gonna be hanging on the wall. So I have here, what I use is, I just basically went in my jewelry little area where I picked out a necklace that I no longer use, and I used the chain as kind of like a hanging little thing to hang my sign. That's what I did. I didn't go anywhere and buy anything special. I went into my own little goodie area where I have my jewelry, and I just picked out a necklace that I never use, okay? That's what you can do. If you don't have a necklace that you can use, you can always find these charms or these chains at Michael's. I don't know if Dollar Tree has anything like this, but you can also use twine or ribbon. You don't have to really use chain. I like the chain look and I like the copper look, but you don't have to, okay? So what we're gonna do is measure out your chain how you want your sign to be. I didn't really measure anything. I just eyeballed everything. You guys know me. I eyeball everything. I'm not good with measurements, okay? So you're gonna basically hot glue one end on one side and one end on the other, okay? That's basically what you're gonna do. Now I like to do a little tab of hot glue, okay? Then I like to add my chain onto that little tab of hot glue, okay? And then I like to, oops, okay, and then I like to go on the opposite side and do the same thing too. Now, the reason why I do this is because if I need to move something around, the chain is not like glued down permanently, okay? It's only glued down like, I mean, like a little tap of hot glue is not gonna permanently glue down your chain. So you can move it around if you need to, okay? For some reason you're looking at it and you're like, well, maybe I don't like the way this looks, you can kind of move it around. Once you decide that that's how you want your little hanging chain to be, then you can reinforce it with more hot glue, which is what I'm going to do right now. So how I like to reinforce my little chain is I just get like a scrap of anything, really just anything, okay? This is a little fabric that I was working on earlier. Any kind of fabric, anything, felt, anything. You just need a little tiny piece to cover over your chain. You're going to add some hot glue all over that chain, and you're going to use your little fabric or whatever you have to just kind of squish it against your chain, and that's just going to give it some reinforcement, okay? You're going to do the same thing with the other end. And you're just going to reinforce it by putting that fabric onto the chain, and it's just going to really give it that nice little reinforcement that you don't want your sign to fall apart, obviously, when you hang it on the wall. Now it's going to look a little messy, but you really don't care because that's not going to show, because we're going to add this right over it. See that? Okay. So what we're going to do here is, the next step is make sure you clean out all these little glue strings, okay? Before you do anything else. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our little sign to our little ruffle. You need the double-sided tape for this, okay? You need some dimension as well. You want to be able to lift up your little sign onto your background, okay? So here I'm going to use some dimension. If you don't have dimension, you can very well use a piece of cardboard and layer them in the back, and that can also serve the purpose of giving you some dimension on the back of your image, okay? Just in case maybe you don't have some dimensions lying around somewhere. It's an easy fix. You can just add layers of cardboard in the back. Okay, so I'm gonna add 2 dimension per like when I'm laying this down. I have here technically I have here 4 dimensions, but I'm going to add 4 more. I'm layering them on top of each other to give myself more room and more lift, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, take your backing off, and you want to be able to add a little bit of hot glue also, okay? Because you don't want your image to fall apart. I don't trust too much the glue that's on the double-sided adhesive. Not that it's not a good glue, it's a very, very good glue, but I always love to have some reinforcement, so I'm adding a little bit of more hot glue. Make sure your image is facing you, okay, and facing you the way that you want your image to be faced. You're going to add this right in the center of your little ruffle background, okay, and that's basically all we're going to do, literally, okay, literally that's all we are going to do. This is literally how you create this magnificent, gorgeous little sign. Now, I went a little bit further, and I have some of these little tiny flowers that I found at Hobby Lobby. So what I did was, there goes a butterfly or something flying around. What I did was I added these little tiny flowers, and I added them right on in the front of my little image, giving it some dimension and some, like, I don't know, some shabbiness look to it. I just thought that this was looks so like realistic to me, and I love how it looked. So I just kind of added these little plastic flowers right in the center of these beautiful, gorgeous flowers. And I think that that just really finishes the look on these gorgeous little signs. And that's it, guys. That's all I did. I didn't do anything else, as you can see here. I mean, literally, it took me like nothing to do this. Look how gorgeous this turned out. So adorable, isn't it? Now, I'm giving you guys the foundation on how to create this. I would love for you to go crazy and create different things. You want to make it more decorative? Please go right ahead. This is just a way to kind of like show you how to build something like this, and then you can just use your imagination and just go nuts. But I see from the look of this, I just love the way it looks. I know it's simple, but to me, I love it. Just a lot going on behind my wall, behind me on that wall. So if I go crazy, it might be a little too much. So this is perfect. This works perfect for me. I love it. I can't wait until you guys see how this looks on the wall. I thought it was just a wonderful, wonderful project. It is such a wonderful project for a child's room. Let's say you have a baby, right? Maybe you recently had a baby and you want to add this in your nursery room. Oh my gosh, how fabulous would this be? How fabulous would this be? I just thought it was just awesome. So let me just show you one more thing. What I did with this one was very simple, okay? The only difference with this one that I did was I used the Dollar Tree gift bag. And I really love this gift bag. What it says in the front, it says, life is tough, so are you. I love that, right? That just gives you so much motivation. And you read it and you're like, yes, I am, you know? So I loved it. So I wanted to use this really awesome little image and I wanted to apply it to this project. So what I did was I cut it out in a circle, okay? And I just did basically the same thing I did here, I did here. The only difference is I did not use ruffles, I used fabric. And the only other difference is I added my paper flowers to this little frame. I made these paper flowers. I mean, I have a video showing you guys how I made these paper flowers. I will try my best to link it at the bottom if you haven't seen it. It's very simple to make. But if you don't have paper flowers, just use Dollar Tree has flowers. Use one of those folk flowers that Dollar Tree sells and add it to your little image. How cute, right? I love it. I just love it, guys. I hope you guys love this tutorial as much as I do. I hope that you guys try to make these really fun little wall arts. If you do, please tag me on Instagram. I would love to see how your artwork turns out. You can definitely follow me on Instagram. I have everything up in my what is it, description bar or something. Everything, all the links are there. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy watching me make these adorable signs. Make sure you give me thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. I love you all.